What's going on, YouTube, and welcome to another day here in the MC Parks server. And today we're going to be welcoming you to a kingdom of animals, real, ancient, and imagined. A kingdom ruled by lions, dinosaurs, and dragons. A kingdom of balance, harmony, and survival. A kingdom we enter to share in the wonder, gaze at the beauty, share at the drama, and learn. And that is a quote from Michael Eisner himself on the dedication ceremony of this park. Disney's Animal Kingdom is the fourth theme park, the most recent addition to Walt Disney World. And this park opened on April 22nd, which is Earth Day, of 1998. And the Walt Disney Company, I think this is something where Eisner, again, kind of seeing competition and seeing other parks around the area, like SeaWorld and Busch Gardens. This was Disney's kind of answer to those that, there are those other destinations out there, but instead of going to those destinations, we're going to do what they do, but better. And that was Michael Eisner's kind of way of handling the company all the way back in the 90s, and really since he came into the company. Now, this area is based off of mythical, real life, and fanciful animals. I apologize for messing that up. But basically, like I said, this area was supposed to have Beastly Kingdom, which never ended up opening. But then you've got Africa and Asia with the real life animals. And then, of course, you have Dinoland, at least at the making of today's video. And obviously you come into the park in the most interesting way. This is the only Disney park that doesn't have a main street or like sort of that area that you kind of enter into. It's a very different way of entering, and Disney did that on purpose. You've got to go through sort of the Oasis, which is like all this kind of tree life, and you've got some little animal exhibits with like boars and fish and like cranes and things like that. And it's just very different than any other Disney park. An interesting fact about this park, it is also the hottest park of all the Disney parks that I've been to. For some reason, this park just gets extraordinarily hot. I can't tell you why. I can't actually tell you if that's even true, but a lot of people believe that, and I think there's a lot to it. Disney's Animal Kingdom, obviously their main attraction, their main thing is the Tree of Life. And the Tree of Life is the center point of this park with Discovery Island, and then it branches off into your different lands. Now, when this park initially opened, it was supposed to open, and this is a really cool photo shot. I've taken that picture before. That's really cool. One of their signature restaurants. Over here, you've got Pizza Fari. That's not the signature. I actually went to Tiffin's on my most recent trip, and this is actually an homage to the park. They've got little, quirks and things about Imagineering in here, and some little details that, unless you've been to Disney World and kind of know the backstory to the park, it's really interesting to learn some of that stuff in here. And Tiffin's is a gallery of art based on the travels that inspired the creation of Disney's Animal Kingdom, right? And you've got the bathrooms back here, which I have used the bathrooms here. Like I said, on my most recent trip, I went here, and I actually stayed in this room. This is the room I actually ate in. So it was a really cool experience getting to kind of see this area for what it is. This is a really nice restaurant, and the food is definitely adventurous. If you're not into like more of an African food, it's definitely a little bit of an out there palate, but I still really enjoyed it. And our server was really awesome. He gave us the free bread. He gave it to us for free, which was a really nice thing, a really nice touch. And shout out to that server. The servers there at Tiffin's were incredible. So obviously that is a newer addition, but you've also got what used to be Camp Mini Mickey, and this is an area that was supposed to be Beastly Kingdom. Now obviously, I think it was 2011 or 2014, something like that. James Cameron and Bob Iger had agreed that they were going to have some sort of attraction with Pandora and the world of Avatar, and this was at this point, is the only reincarnation of Pandora in Walt Disney World. And there's rumors that we might, that looks like the Diamond Lion there. Um, there's rumors that we might see something coming to Disneyland similar to Pandora, but this is just a beautiful land here. They did a great job of recreating it, and you've obviously got the Flight of Passage, Navi, and the Navi River Journey, the two attractions here. And then you go over to, you've got Satuli Canteen, which is a very popular restaurant. And then as we start to work our way out of here, we'll start working our way toward Africa. So let's start to head over there. And this is all like really nice, lush landscaping with like kind of weird, creatures and things like that. This is really cool. I think they're going to put, is this where they're going to put Flight of Passage? I don't know. But I don't think we're supposed to be back here, so I'm not going to go back there. And over here is the, I believe, the Club 33 location in Animal Kingdom. And there's a lot of rumors we could see something built back here, some sort of, maybe a Lion King attraction, like a dark ride, or an expansion to Avatar. So keep an eye out for that. We could see some things coming here in the future, which would be really, really cool. So now as we work our way into Africa, now you've got the, I believe this is Harambe Island, the island of Harambe. You've got Festival of the Lion King right here. You have, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Tusker House, which is a character dining buffet. I think that's here. And then as you move further back, oh no, they don't have Kilimanjaro Safari, I don't think. Oh wow, okay. So I guess they're building Kilimanjaro Safari, so we cannot actually see that. I guess this is all going to be that eventually. Very interesting. So I guess they're still building back here. Oh, uh-oh. I think I'm stuck back here. Uh-oh. There we go. So this takes you back to the front. So we're going to warp to Asia because that's actually the next area that we're going to visit. And this is a really nice area. This was something that they've built, one of the more recent additions to Animal Kingdom. This is a really nice area. This restaurant here is incredible. I think it's called Yak and Yeti. Really good restaurant. Very underrated area. And the food is reasonably priced too. And obviously you've got sort of like this is one of my favorite parts of Animal Kingdom, is this tree here in front of Yak and Yeti. And as you start to work your way down, you start to get yourself closer to what eventually is going to take you to Expedition Everest, right? Oh, this is Kali River Rapids back here. I've actually never been on Kali River Rapids, but we won't be doing that today. I think this is the monkey area. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so as we continue our voyage, we're going to start heading toward another really nice area that I like in Animal Kingdom. This little structure in real life actually perfectly resembles the mountains for Expedition Everest. That's kind of a cool touch. And in real life, you could see Expedition Everest from this point moving forward, but obviously Minecraft's rendering isn't always the best. And there you go. Now you get the grand reveal. And you've got all of these little markets here and things like that. And it's all related to kind of like the Indian Himalayas, which is really, really a nice touch. Here's the entrance to the roller coaster, which, again, we won't be doing today, but it is a really cool area. And you also have some incredible, if you want some cool like Yeti merch, they have some incredible shirts in here. So that's Expedition Everest. Now we're going to go to an area that I think is an area that a lot of people either love or hate. And actually, before we get there, we've got the I think it's called the Living with the Wild Theater, which is currently housing Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond. I don't think you can actually get in here unless they finished it yet. They didn't finish it yet. But that's a theater show here. And that takes you to, or it's the Living with the Wild Theater. I think it's something like that. And And obviously it takes you to Dinoland. And Dinoland is over here, Dinoland USA. You've got Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama, right? You've got the festival and things like that. Kind of reminds you of that, you know, classic Carney attractions. You've got the spinner, and Primeval Whirl is still here, but in real life this attraction hasn't been open for years. But I think they said, you know, instead of just closing it, why not keep the attraction just because it's here? And this is a really good, this is a really nice area here too. This is one of the better shops in Disney World, in my opinion. Just the amount of detail and theming. And you can actually buy, these are actually real plushies you can buy. That's kind of cool. And then of course, this takes you to my favorite attraction in Animal Kingdom. And that is Dinosaur. Yes, that might sound crazy considering the fact that you have Pandora and the Flight of Passage. This attraction is just, I think it's so nostalgia to me. This attraction just, the first time I rode it with my family, it's just such a great attraction. The queue and the theming and the music in here is incredible as well. You also have Bill Nye the Science Guy in here. I love this attraction. I love Pandora, but this attraction just gives me such the feels. I love Dinosaur. Love, love, love that attraction. And you don't see attractions like that in Disney anymore. Just this genuinely scary attraction. Every time I ride it, I kind of have a little bit of sweat in my palms in the queue because it is just, oh, it is a scary ride. I love that one. And like I said, it always gives the best pictures, either for my family and myself or the other people in my car. It is always hysterical seeing people's reactions. It is so, so funny. And obviously you've got the graveyard and the bone dig site and stuff like that back here. And that is going to do it for our tour of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making this video. Hopefully you learned something in this video. And I'll be back for more videos in the future. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Peace out.